Alright guys, here we go. This is my YouTube hop page. This is the first time I've ever done a YouTube hop. If you don't know what it is, oh, and by the way, I'm using PanPastels. If you don't know what it is, a bunch of us do similarly themed projects, and then we link to each other's channels, and you guys can go and check out all the different people who are involved. So make sure you check out the description box for all of my fabulous friends who I'm creating with. I'm just using the soft tools that came with my PanPastels to smear a good healthy dose of PanPastels onto my journal. This is a mixed media paper journal, so not one that I've created like I've been working with for my ABC's journal. And all the people I'm working with this hop are Serena B. She is the ringleader of this hop. She's the one who got it all going and got all the details together. She's fabulous. Packer Dye, my good friend. Kelly Merton, one of the sweetest people I've met on YouTube. Who else is there? Lynn, Scrappity Doodah, she's a sweetheart. And did I forget anybody? Probably, and they'll be mad at me. But I hope not. Oh, Tara, Nurse Tara 04. See, she can't be mad at me now. I remembered. So I'm just using the tools and just kind of blending all the colors. I'm doing an ombre from a red to a yellow. Because the theme is summertime. Oh, I'm flicking water on this. I wanted to see how the PanPastels would react with water, and since they're a dry medium, they don't react like I thought they would, so I just kind of blotted it up, and when I did that, it picked up some of the color, and the wet areas made the color stick. So yeah, there you go. I thought that was pretty cool. This is Spectrafix. It's a indoor spray fixative. It's really good stuff. And I am just using a circle template to draw out a bunch of randomly sized circles. Nothing fancy going on here, just circles. I do use a bunch of products in this one, kind of like I did my last page. I got a bunch of these products, and yeah, so I wanted to use them. So now I am just journaling in the circles, and it says, "While the rest of the world rejoices that summer is here, I cringe inside. Las Vegas summers are exactly the same as Las Vegas winters." Let me give myself a second to get caught up. By the way, I live in Vegas, and it's hideously hot right now. Over the weekend, it was like 110, 114. It was not pretty, so I'm not happy. Large people don't do well in heat. We melt and then stink. So there you go. I have to shower a lot. So continuing my reading, they are all blue skies, no rain, and a complete lack of new landscapes. While others love the heat or something, sun, I loathe it. I'd kill for a gloomy London sky, a cool summer eve, or anything that that doesn't resemble the surface of the sun. If I ever saw another summer again, I would rejoice. Until you've been melted permanently to the pleather seats in your car, you won't understand, and that's okay. You're lucky. So it's just me complaining about heat. I hate heat. I like cold. I like rain. So of course I live in Las Vegas. I also just wanted to go to Paris. Can't do that. It's expensive. So I'm color mixing. I'm just trying to get a really close match to that orangish color. And I started with some, I think, crimson red, and then some cadmium yellow. I added some white, and whenever you add titanium white to red, it pulls pink usually, so you have to add more colors to get the color to change. So I did a whole bunch more cadmium yellow, and this is, I want to say, burnt sienna or raw sienna, raw umber, one of those. So I just wanted to darken it up and try to get away from a little bit of that pink, so I put a whole bunch more yellow in there to make it pull more orange. And just a little tiny bit of brown. Yellow, you have to add a lot of yellow to change the color when you're color mixing. And brown, you add a teeny tiny bit. Anything dark, you have to add just a little bit, and it'll change the color. So I start out very delicately and very precisely painting over these circles with my journaling in them. And then I switch to another more efficient and much quicker method. You shall see momentarily. So I'm not trying to cover up every word that I wrote. I don't mind being able to... Oh, are you done? Okay, that's okay. My wife's creating right now and she's making all kinds of noise. I'm not trying to cover everything up. I'm just trying to add some color, and I'm gonna start playing with a bunch of products here in a second. And like I said, my intent was not to cover this up completely. I didn't mind some of it poking through. Go ahead and just drop whatever you need to and scoot all around. And did you need a marching band to come through here any time now? No? Maybe? Okay. I'm sarcastic sometimes, just a heads up. So I started doing like an ombre on the circles too, and I wasn't digging how that was going. So, because it was slow going, and yeah. This page is truly mixed media. I use PanPastels, acrylic, paint, marker. What else do I use? I end up using Faber-Castell, PITT Big Brush pens, Gelatos, Distress ink. I used a good chunk of my stash. So here's where I started, and then I said, you know what? This is so dumb. So I added some paint to my finger, and I went to town. And I actually like how this came out. Gave the circle some texture, and I'm using all Liquitex Basics paints and Artist Loft paints. So I'm just going in and adding a nice healthy layer of red. Like I said, I'm not trying to cover up every last piece. Most of the words do get covered up. You definitely can't read it. But I really wanted to take those negative feelings I have about summertime and kind of bury them a little bit, make something pretty out of them, because I really truly hate summer. I know so many people get so excited about summer and it's all about the beach and the sun. Well, that's because you have to endure months and months of snow. You know, while you're enduring months and months of snow, we're enduring months and months of sunshine. So yet more sunshine, not what we wanted. I'll be quiet, no one asked you. Not what you wanted. That's why we live in Vegas. I sound really mean to my wife when I do these videos. I've listened back to some of them and I'm so sarcastic to her. Yeah, she's used to it. Right, babe? Mm-hmm. So I'm just adding a little bit of, I'm making sure there's a nice healthy wet coat of red, and then I'm adding yellow, and that's tinting it to obviously an orange color. I'm just trying to do some highlighting, like there's a light source coming from the top right of these spheres. So these essentially end up like a whole bunch of suns. So, and what I'm doing when I'm smearing this is I have my one blending finger, which is my index finger, and then my middle finger I'm using to add the yellow to. So I'm just touching, or maybe I'm blending with the middle finger. Anyway, I'm adding yellow with one finger and then blending with the other, just to keep that yellow more crisp. Taking me back to the one and only art class I took at community college about shading. The nice thing about painting with your fingers is if you go out of the line, it doesn't matter. It's intentional. You wanted it to be a sloppy circle. You see? See how that works? Okay, so I am taking a charcoal pencil now. Since I have a faux light source coming from the top right, I'm going to have shadows cast in the bottom left. So I'm using that charcoal pencil just to add some very fine shadowing just around that back edge. Now, this is not, like, don't start doing this in everything you do, because it's not like this is, you know, true and correct art. I just wanted to create a little bit more depth with these circles, and again, give it kind of a look like there's a light source coming from one side and casting a slight shadow. Because in all reality, if there was actually a shadow being cast on these, it would be a lot bigger than what I end up adding to them. But again, my goal was not to create something very, very real. It was to create sort of an abstract version of the sun and like a billion of them. I wanted this page to look hot, and it does. Maybe not in like a good way, like don't you wish your art journal page was hot like me, but in like a, ouch, I just picked up your art journal and now I have to go to the ER, something like that. Anyway. So just adding black, and I'm using a paper stump to help blend it out a bit. Wait, no, that song's stuck in my head. Don't you wish your art journal page was hot like me? Don't ya? You don't say "oh boy" to me. I hear you mumbling over there. See, this is why I'm sarcastic. You don't hear her mumbling. You just hear me with my big mouth being all like, and she's like, it's terrible. Don't ya? Yeah, I'd ignore me too. You're busy, huh? So yeah, while I'm blending this out, let's see, is there anything new to tell you? Well, I got 1,000 subscribers, so thank you all so very much for being here with me. I cannot believe there are that many people out there who give a hoot about what it is that I do. So thank you. Thank you everyone for watching and commenting. You're all awesome. And that's why I take the time to try to thank every single person who subscribes to my channels and to reply to comments. Oh, there goes the phone. So yeah, thank you. I love the communication. That's one of my favorite parts about doing the art journaling videos on YouTube. There's so many people who talk to me, and I have friends in all corners of the earth now. I am using a dictionary stamp right here from Viva Las Vegas Stamps, and it is a dictionary print, and it's legible. You can read what it says. So this was designed by a super awesome artist. I love her. Her name is Didi Catron, C-A-T-R-O-N. She's one of the designers for Viva Las Vegas Stamps. Every time she comes out with a set, I have to run to the store. And if you've never been to Vegas, and you come to Vegas, you have to go to Viva Las Vegas Stamps. They have so many stamps. So, yeah, there's another set out that she designed just for art journaling with lots of chevrons and honeycombs and a little Instagram thing. I always buy the, what do you call it? Oh, this is color shines. I'm making splotches. I use the red and the mustard or thing, whatever. Wild cherry and mustard. I always buy the plates of the rubber stamps. They put their stamps out in plates, so you can buy the whole plate of it, or you can buy them wood mounted. And I buy the whole plate, so it's just a big piece of rubber. I have to cut them out, and then I just put Aleene's tack it over and over on the back, stick them inside a CD case, and yeah, they're good to go. Then I can just stick them onto an acrylic block. So, or use it in my hand, which is even better for art journaling. And what I didn't show you was after I stamped with the Distress ink, which is what I used to stamp with, I used a wet washcloth to wipe up the acrylic circles, so there was nothing on the acrylic. And I'm grabbing my PanPastels again. I don't know what I'm doing with it. Oh, edging. I'm just throwing a little bit of a medium brown tone just around the edge, just to frame the page in a little bit. I think I might have lost the footage for this, so I'm just going to tell you. If it comes up later, you'll be like, hey, I knew it was coming! I added some white gelatos right in that highlight, right in the top right corner of those orbs, and just kind of blended it out a little bit, just so there's a slight highlight on it. Okay, now these are the Artist Big Brush pens by Faber-Castell, and I'm adding some gray. I think it's Payne's Gray. And that other one is like a pink, a red pink. I don't know what color it is. But I'm adding them and then blending them out. Because it's on acrylic, the India ink will smudge out a bit. And what I'm doing is I'm adding a low light to the top edge of that sphere just to try to give it a little bit of dimension. Again, I'm not going for 100% realism. If I were, I wouldn't have been using my fingers to paint. Yeah, and I lost that gelato footage, so yeah, all I'm doing here, and this page is nearly over, I'm adding some, these are thickers, the red ones are thickers, and the black ones are Recollections alphabet stickers. And I love those black alphabet stickers, they're just awesome. You get a whole bunch of different fonts. I think there's like 4 or 5 different fonts of each letter. You get caps, lowercase, yeah, it's great. So I'm just adding all the stickers down. And what I don't show you, I ended up cutting it out, was I pulled those stickers back up. The sticky's terrible, as you can tell. That was a brand new pack, and all the stickers are all over the place. So I pulled them back up, threw some hot glue on them, and smushed them back down. So yeah. We are just about done. So again, thank you all for subscribing. This is pretty much the end of the video, so if there's any of you left, I severely doubt there are. Maybe a couple. Just thank you again. You guys are helping make me a better artist and helping give me ideas, and it's a community more than, I think with some people I watch, it feels like I'm the student, they're the teacher. With my channel, I really like that it feels like we're all students and we all teach each other. So I love that about YouTube. So here's some close-ups. Like I said, you can see the letters through some of the orbs. That's okay. Between the phone and your cell phone, and it's all good. So yeah, bye from Vegas with a hideous, miserable heat. Pray to God I'm not melted by the end of summer. And yeah, I will see you all soon. Talk to you later. Bye.